Class Crustacea. Where it belongs to? It belongs to phylum Arthropoda. Class Crustacea belongs to phylum Arthropoda. And subphylum Mandibulata. Not necessary while writing 4 marks question, but just for information we are providing subphylum Mandibulata. And the class itself, the Crustacea. It belongs to the phylum Arthropoda, subphylum Mandibulata. To explain the characters of class Crustacea, we are taking model diagram as a prawn. We are taking the prawn as a model diagram. So let me draw that the model diagram, mind map. So basic structure of the frog we drawn here. The basic structure of the frog. So first of all, what do you say? They are aquatic. These are aquatic animals that live in marine and fresh water. Head and thorax. Here this is the head and this is the thorax. We say collectively the head and thorax as cephalothorax. Head and thorax collectively called as cephalothorax. It is covered by a chitinous carapace. The cephalothorax is covered by the chitinous carapace. So here we'll write the carapace, the head and thorax collectively called cephalothorax, and it covered by chitinous carapace. In some, the exoskeleton is hardened by calcium carbonate. So that we'll write separately in case of crabs and lobsters, that calcium carbonate exoskeleton is present. That we are writing separately. Then cephalic region bear 2 pairs of antennae. The cephalic region bear 2 pairs of antennae. The first pair is called antennae and the second pair is called antennae. So the 2 pairs of antennae are present here. So let me write here the 2 pairs of antennae. The first pair is said to be antennae and the second pair is called antennae. Antenna. Okay, so antennae and antenna. Okay, next, along with that, 1 pair of mandibles. That let me change the color for 1 pair of mandibles and 1 pair of maxillae. We are showing on one side, that's why I'm writing each one I am doing here, each one. So 1 pair of mandibles. So 1 pair of mandibles are present. Next, 1 pair of maxillae are present. So these are all cephalic appendages from the head. Okay, thoracic and abdominal appendages. The thoracic and abdominal appendages are biramus. Whatever the appendages of thorax and abdomen are biramus. Bi means 2, rami means branched. Okay, so that we have to write here biramus appendages. Thoracic and abdominal appendages are said to be biramus appendages. Okay, so biramus appendages. Okay, next, respiratory organs are gills. Respiratory organs are gills. Here it is. The gills as respiratory organ. Respective place. Now just a model diagram here, what we say, model diagram. So we can make our own, no matter at all, no matter. So let me adjust a little bit. I'll take a single take and, oh God, wait. Antennae, antennae, mandibles, maxillae. The 2 pairs of antennae, 1 pair of mandible, 1 pair of maxillae. Okay, so we'll make us to say like this. Okay, next, The excretory organs are green glands or antennary glands. Excretory organs are said to be the green glands or antennary glands. So excretory organs are called green glands or antennary glands. I am writing here. Green glands or antennary glands, we can see. So next, the series, the sense organs include antennae, as we wrote, compound eye. We need to write one more, that antennae, I am writing here now in brief words. Antennae, compound eye, and statocyst. That antennae, compound eye, and statocyst. I am just adjusting the places here, that just for our understanding itself. Antennae, compound eye, and statocyst are sense organs. Sense organs include antennae, compound eye, and statocyst. Development is indirect. Development is indirect with the larval form. Development is indirect with the larval form. So let me write a small larva-like structure. Indirect development with larval forms. There are so many larval forms like myces, jovia, metajovia, megalopa, elima, nauplius, metanauplius, likewise. But just no matter for us, that just the indirect development with so many larval forms, they said. We framed it. Now, let's start writing the points. Okay. Number one. Now we are making in our order now. Number one. So here, let me write number one. So try to say that. Number one, aquatic in habitat. Number two, the body is divisible into cephalothorax and abdomen. Body is divisible into cephalothorax and abdomen. So that is second point number two. Next, number three, body is covered by carapace. Body is covered by carapace. Then in some, the exoskeleton is hardened by calcium carbonate like crabs and lobsters. Okay. Next, cephalic appendages. Appendages of the head region will write as a fourth point. Cephalic appendages. Antenule and antenna are cephalic appendages, we can say. And one pair of mandibles and one pair of maxillae. Next, number five. The green glands or antennary glands are present for excretion. Number six, gills are for respiration. Gills are for respiration. Number seven, that statocyst or sense organ. Sense organs are including that antennae, compound eye, and statocyst are said to be sense organ. Next, number eight, which is a unique feature here, the biramus appendages. Appendages are biramus. Okay, so just order number is of your choice straight away, but looking towards the diagram, whether you are able to say this or not, that is the only criteria. That is the only criteria here. Okay, then development is indirect. Number nine, development is indirect, where the larval form, many larval forms are present. Okay, so shall we try? So first of all, so what you want to say, just say it with this diagram. What is this? Class Crustacea. So first point we'll write aquatic. And this is the second point. Okay, aquatic. And what I drawn, that is the second point. What's that? Okay, what I drawn, that is second point. Body is divisible into cephalothorax and abdomen. Okay, very good. Next. Yes. The covered by cephalothorax is covered by chitinous carapace. Chitinous carapace. Okay. So in some like crabs and lobsters, that it is made up of calcium carbonate. Okay, so if you want, you can continue that point. Otherwise, is enough here. The cephalothorax covered by chitinous carapace. Then the cephalic region bare. So that we are writing here. So two pairs of antennae, one pair of mandible, one pair of maxillae. This is the next point. Aquatic, first point. The cephalothorax and abdomen. That is the second point. Next, the cephalothorax is covered by carapace. Next, this is the fourth point. What is that? Two pairs of antennae and one pair of mandible and two pairs of maxillae. So antenule, antenna, mandibles, maxilla. So that is the fourth point in single session. We'll write. Next, green glands or antennary glands are present. The green glands or antennary glands are present. That is the fifth point. Excretion. Green glands or antennary glands are for excretion. That is another point. And next, that here, what we are writing here?
Gills for respiration.
Very good. Gills are there for respiration. Gills are there for respiration. Next, little bit wider I am drawing here. That antennae compondi statocyst are said to be the sense organs. Antennae compondi statocyst are sense organs. Number is your choice. In which order you will go, that all your choice. Next, the appendages of the head region, appendages of the abdominal, appendages of thorax. This is head and this is thorax. Appendages of the thoracic region are, that is seventh point. What is the special?
Biramus.
Biramus appendages. Development include indirect development, which is going to be with many larval forms. Okay, let me try again. What is the first point to be remembered?
They are aquatic.
Aquatic. Very good. Second.
Cephalothorax.
Yeah, body is divisible into cephalothorax and abdomen.
Abdomen.
If miss out what we have to see, we'll take the original photograph and there we'll see. Body is divisible into cephalothorax and abdomen. Okay, number 3.
Carapace. Body is covered by carapace.
Body cephalothorax. Cephalothorax is covered by the chitinous carapace. Cephalothorax is covered by chitinous carapace. Next, here. This is the fourth point. From the cephalic region, head region, cephalic appendages are
a pair of antennae, mandible,
maxillae.
Two pairs
One
of
pair of
antennae.
mandible, two pairs of maxillae.
Yeah, that two pairs of antennae, one pair of mandible, and two pairs of maxillae. Two pairs of maxillae. Okay, two pairs of maxillae. Then, if you want, you can write the name. First pair of antennae called antenule, and second pair is called antenna. Next, fifth point, the green one.
Green glands for excretion.
Green glands or antennary glands for excretion. Next, here it is. Okay, gills for respiration. It didn't name it, isn't it? Okay, we'll make it here. This is the seventh one, and this is the sixth one. Okay, 8, 9. Okay. So then, gills for respiration. Next, sense organs include
Antennae,
Compound statocyst.
yeah, antennae, compondi, and statocyst are for sense organs. Next, here, what these line shows?
Biramus appendages.
Yeah,
Biramus.
thoracic and abdominal appendages are biramus. Next, here.
Indirect development with many larvae.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so final practice we'll do with this final practice. Then by looking towards this, just rough diagram. As I said to you, we should not draw this diagram in examination. So, chalo, start.
Aquatic.
Okay, the first point itself aquatic. Next, second, by looking towards the diagram, what we can say, that you have to say.
Body is divisible into cephalothorax and abdomen.
Yeah, very good. Cephalothorax and abdomen. Next.
Cephalothorax is covered by carapace.
Chitinous carapace. Next.
Gills for respiration.
Yeah, gills for respiration. Okay. Next.
2 pairs of antennae.
Yeah, two
Antennae
pairs
and
of
one pair of
antennae,
Pair
one
of
pair of
mandible and
mandible.
2 pairs
mandible and
of
2 pairs of
maxillae.
maxillae.
Yeah, maxillae. Very good. Next,
Biramus appendages.
Pyramus.
pyramus appendages. Okay, very good. Next,
Antennae
Antennae and
compound
components and statosis for our
sense
sensory organs.
organs.
sense organ, respiration. Antennae, compound status is for sense organs. We can see. Yeah, this one.
Sense organs.
Green glands or
Respiratory
antennary glands for
glands or antennary glands.
Yeah, green glands or antennary glands. So here, the diagram is not at all matter. So what's this?
Development
Crustacea.
is indirect, includes a larval form.
Yeah.
Different
So
larvas.
that means in various modes I drawn here. So that means practice of this diagram doesn't make any sense. Practice of this diagram is not making any sense. So just practice it in rough paper. So like body is divisible into cephalothorax and abdomen, chitinous carapace is present on the cephalothorax. If you remember continuation point that in crabs and lobsters, calcium carbonate hardened exoskeleton is present. And the cephalic appendages are pair of antenule, pair of antennae, and one pair of mandibles and 2 pairs of maxillae. And green glands are antennary glands for excretion. Then gills are for respiration. The thoracic and abdominal appendages are biramus. Antennae, compound eye, status is for balance. Antennae, compound eye, status is for balance. Then indirect development is seen over with so many larval forms. So that's it. In that way, you have to practice. So how you are drawing diagram is not at all matter. It's not at all matter. Just for practice purpose. We are making this for practice purpose. Okay, this is Crustacea. And final conclusion, we have to give with the examples. Let's give the examples here. Pelimon. Pelimon, which is commonly called as
Freshwater prawn.
freshwater prawn. Pelimon is said to be the freshwater prawn. Okay, Pelimon is a freshwater prawn. Next, the cancer. Cancer commonly called
Crab.
crab. Cancer crab. Belanus.
Rock.
Yes.
Barnacle.
Very good. Belanus rock barnacle. Belanus commonly called rock barnacle. Okay, Sacculina.
Root-headed barnacle.
Root-headed barnacle. Sacculina, root-headed barnacle. Next, the Astacus.
Crayfish.
Crayfish. Astacus, crayfish. Daphnia.
Water flea.
Water flea. Daphnia is commonly called water flea. Pelimon, freshwater prawn, cancer, crab, Belanus, rock barnacle, Sacculina, root-headed barnacle, Astacus, crayfish, Daphnia, water flea. So let me once again, body is divisible into cephalothorax and abdomen. Cephalothorax is covered by the chitinous exoskeleton carapace. Then in some crabs and lobsters, the calcium carbonate exoskeleton is present. And cephalic appendages here, a pair of antennae, pair of antenule and a pair of antennae, called 2 pairs of antennae, 1 pair of mandible, 2 pairs of maxillae. Next, green glands are for excretion, gills for respiration. Sense organs include a pair of paired antennae, compound eye and statocyst. Thoracic and abdominal appendages are biramus. Development is indirect with so many larval forms. Development is indirect with so many larval forms. So that's it. Need continuous practice. That's all. Just how you how you're going to draw the diagram, because no matter, because we are not going to draw this diagram in examination. It's just for our practice.